We call this episode Henry Meet Wayne. We have a lot of Henrys in the U.S., so what are Henrys? It stands for High Earners Not Rich Yet. And these young people are saddled with massive debt, mainly college debt. But there is a solution for them. My next guest is Wayne Wampler, and he has a solution.
Informed, not inflamed finance.
And hi, everybody. John Daly here. We are searching for solutions, and we found one that wipes out the massive debt of most of the millennials that they carry today due to college tuition. Wayne Wampler is with the Wampler Agency, and he's going to tell us about a new financial tool that can wipe out that debt in a shorter period of time. Wayne, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Okay, so this is ingenious and yet so simple. The product is called Debt-Free Life. Explain exactly what it is.
Debt-Free Life is a system that uses the same amount of dollars being spent now to possibly eliminate debt in 7 to 9 years or less. It's important to know that it's not bankruptcy. No new loans, no credit card swapping. It reorganizes the spending that you're already doing to be more effective.
Wow. And it really is. It's a whole life insurance policy. Tell us exactly how that works.
Certainly. And it's a part of a program that uses a cash-rich whole life insurance policy. And we use policies that generate cash value very quickly so that we can take advantage of using that money. Life insurance is a unique product from a tax point of view, and we use that to our advantage. Life insurance proceeds are not taxed. The cash value inside of a life insurance policy is very well protected from creditors. Now, every state's different, and I'm not an advisor there, but generally life insurance proceeds and cash value is protected. Cash value that grows in your policy, it's not taxed unless it's withdrawn. Typically, we see a 4% guaranteed rate of interest on cash value inside of a policy. We also have dividends that some companies are paying. We have one company I like in particular that's has been paying a dividend for over 100 years. So it's a pretty solid group of people that we're dealing with here. Now, we use that cash value that generates quickly by taking a loan. And a really interesting thing is that a loan taken from the cash value of your insurance policy does not really reduce the cash in your policy. That loan is really a loan from the general account of the insurance company, and they simply use your cash value as collateral. So this is where it really gets interesting. You get to use the money you borrow to do whatever you need to do, hopefully pay down debt. However, the cash value of your policy does not diminish, and it continues to grow. You really are using the dollars twice.
We are talking with Wayne Wampler of the Wampler Agency about a financial product called the Debt-Free Life that can wipe out millennial debt. For more information, you can go to this site. This is Wayne's site. It is the wampler-agency.business.site. So it's the Wampler, WAMPLER agency.business.site. You can also email Wayne at zerodebt, spelled out, at WamplerAgency.com, and Wampler has an A in there, so it's WAMPLER. Or you can call him at this number, 910-302-6989. Wayne, can you kind of give us an example of how this is actually helping young families?
I sure can. We have a young family that we use as an illustration that we call them the Mark and Joyce family, and no names beyond that. But these folks they're 37 and 35, and they have a fairly good income. They're making about $7,000 a month pre-tax, and they have the kinds of debts that most of us would see at that age. We have, they have some medical dental debt, some credit card debt. They bought some furniture. They have a car, and they have a mortgage, and so their debt is $180,000. And so we have a young couple in their mid-30s. They have debt of $180,000, which is typical American way of doing things. So when we talk to them, though, we bring up a point. We said that $180,000 of debt really is $380,000 because of the interest that you're going to be paying over those 30 years, particularly for the mortgage. And so we use a cash-rich life insurance policy, and we use the same amount of dollars being spent now on debt, and more if they want to eliminate that debt in 7 to 9 years. And we have done that with this family. We've set it up that they will be debt free when they're in their early 40s. Now, all that money that they were paying for debt, interest, all of a sudden that money is available to them to go into a retirement fund, into a savings account, to do whatever they want, because they're not paying interest anymore.
This is kind of a different market for you in the insurance business, because most millennials or people in their 20s, they usually don't buy life insurance, and they're the ones who can afford it. Talk about the good rates that they get as well.
Certainly. There are a number of different ways that they can buy life insurance. If they're looking at a term policy and they simply want to be able to get all of their premiums back, I said that right, get all of their premiums back, say in 20 years. If we have a 25-year-old and they're looking at 20 years, they'll be 45, their kids may be going to school or whatever, that person can have $100,000 of coverage for $65 a month. At the end of that 20-year period, they get every single premium dollar back, about $16,000. Now that's interesting to me. That's a term life policy with a cash back option. The more traditional whole life, which I like to use if we're talking about debt-free life, has a little bit different way of working. A 25-year-old that wants $100,000 of coverage and the ability for cash value to grow fairly quickly, that generally is about, I'd say about 80 couple dollars a month. It's actually $1,000 a year. It'll get that 25-year-old a $100,000 life insurance policy, and the cash values will grow in that very quickly.
Now, this is also something parents of these Henrys, as you call them, these millennials can do. They can do this for their kids. How can parents do something for them like this?
A couple different ways. They can write a whole life policy on anybody that's it's 5 days and older. You can write an insurance policy on your child if you want. There are also guaranteed issue policies, like typically you'll see from Mutual of Omaha, where a child that's 4 years old or younger, for $10 a month, there's $10,000 of coverage, and that guarantees their ability to buy insurance themselves when they're older. Whole life policies grow nicely. The cash value is there. If that's something that's desirable and affordable, it's something that folks can do for their kids very easy.
I think this is brilliant, and yet it's so simple. We've been talking to Wayne Wampler of the Wampler Agency. Give them the email again. What's the best email that they can reach you at?
Either one. The debt-free at wampleragency.com works very well. As you mentioned, the phone number is 910-302-6989.
And then the website is the WamplerAgency.business site, and it's going to be the-Wampler-Agency.business.site. Go check it out, or give Wayne a call, or drop him an email. And Wayne, thank you so much. This is, again, I think this is fascinating. I think this is game changing for a lot of people.
It's awesome. It's incredible. When you begin to think about that, we're using whole life insurance as an engine to drive a life to become debt free.
Absolutely fascinating. All right, Wayne, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll have you on. We'll have more solutions coming from you as well. And folks, thanks for joining us. We will be looking at a lot of different things for you. Keep watching us on Informed Not Inflamed on Facebook, and also on Twitter at John Daly News. We'll catch you next time.
For more on John Daly, go to informednotinflamed.com.